Blockchain as the solution for charity donation transparency. Moderated by Stefania Barbaglio, Cassionpeia Services. Brian McGinty, CryptoPerformance. Irina Heaver, Crypto Lawyer. Verlin Sanciagco, Ruby Family Office. And Richard Buettner, Ruby Family Foundation.
You go first then. Let's stay in the middle. Huh? Who starts? What do we do?
I don't know. We don't have a moderator. I suppose you could just introduce yourselves. Maybe.
Okay, so hey, what's up? I'm Richard. It seems like we don't have a moderator, so will be very, very interesting talk.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna start myself because it seems like we all don't really know what to do right now. So I'm gonna introduce myself. I'm Richard. I come originally from Germany, but living in Dubai right now. And I had like a very, very funny experience 3 years ago when I was in Tokyo, where I met this beautiful young gentleman, Verlin, from Los Angeles. And we had an interesting talk, first about the crypto, about the business, because I came to expand my business to Japan, and he came for the same reasons. But what really connected us was the integrity, the values, and the mission and purpose that we had in life. So fast forward a couple of years, we meet again this year in Dubai, and he tells me about the Ruby Family Foundation, which is one of the major projects that we're working on right now, to use blockchain and the technology which gives us the transparency to support good causes in the world, to build schools, to help small businesses raise the capital to sustain themselves and help their families, to create jobs in like third world countries through crypto gaming, and just use a lot of different ways to give more transparency, because a lot of people, they don't trust in charities anymore. I didn't really believe in charities the last 10, 15 years, but I saw this will give us like a great, great, great potential to everyone do a small part for a major change that we can do together. So maybe Verlin, he can share a little bit about Ruby Family Office. And yeah.
Thank you, Richard. Appreciate that. So we are the Ruby Family Office. What we've done so far is establish a foundation that's going to be pretty unique compared to what's existing out there. So the foundation will be blockchain-based, fully transparent, and we want this foundation to be allocating all the funds, 100% of the funds to the actual mission, and 0% goes to the personnel and the management. This is very unique in a way because we have foundations now and charities, organizations that have been around for decades that, you know, if you do your, just Google research how much actually funds are going to the actual mission, you'll find out, and it's pretty heartbreaking that sometimes foundations will put 2 cents of your money, of your dollar, to the actual mission, and the rest goes to the management and personnel. So we aside from the 100% funds going to the allocation, the foundation is going to be blockchain-based, and we'll have a DAO system, where it's a governance foundation where the community will have a voice, a vote, to where the foundation is going to be allocating its funds. So this is an undertaking that we are doing. We've already deployed some funds, even though we're still working on the whole setup, and we are pretty we're pretty positive that it can be done, fully transparent, 100% goes to the foundation. And lastly, we want this foundation to be fully sustainable. It will not need any donations from the external sources. It will be partnered up with our revenue model, which is our liquidity pool, and this is making the foundation fully sustainable, fully operational without donations from anybody, really. So that's something unique about the foundation. And I'm from California. And we have our office in Dubai as well. And like Richard said, we are working towards social impact and also blockchain-based. We partner up in the crypto gaming community to wherein we're able to feed pretty good numbers of families every single day, and we want to expand this operation to thousands of families. Hopefully, it can be done pretty fast, and we're pretty proud of this one. Thank you.
So that sounds really good, and a lot of that I'm going to sort of repeat. My name is Brian McGinty. I'm Irish, as you may have worked out, but I live here in Malta. I retired to Malta a few years ago. I live up in the quiet part of the island, but for many years I've worked as a consultant, and my background, if you like, was in property first. Then I got into gold for about 7-8 years. And then around about 2016, 2017, a lot of my clients moved away and started moving into Bitcoin as their hedge against inflation. So that's whenever I came into the whole crypto scene and blockchain. But the thing that really has excited me about cryptocurrency, it's not the coins, it's really what blockchain can do on a social level and from a charity level. My background on that is that my wife worked in Tanzania for 7 years. She's a Christian missionary. She got very ill with malaria, and she had to come back home again. But through talking to her over the past 10 years, something you were saying earlier, a lot of the money that people donate, they don't realize that maybe 80-90% of that money goes to administration, it goes to paperwork, it goes to salaries. And that's wrong, because people think on charity that they're giving this money out of their hard-earned money, and that's going to help people, but a lot of it's wastage and breakage. They call charities the third sector. So you have the private sector, the public sector, and then charities is big business. So through blockchain, we see a way through CryptoPerformance and the CryptoPerformance chain. The owners of CryptoPerformance are here. They're from Germany. That's them down there. My English is a little bit better, so they've got me up here to speak today. So my interest with CryptoPerformance, and I've known Giuseppe and Horst for a number of years, is that we see a solution through blockchain and through payment providers that we can, through our blockchain, set up, help the charities set up portals so people can go to the portal, donate the money. That money is going to the charity on the other side, but we also have card solutions and payment solutions so that they can directly get that money turned into their local currencies as well. So that's what we also see on the social side. I don't know if many of you are aware of Just Giving, so people can set up their own causes. So we want to do, through our own blockchain, we want to set up like a Just Giving type portal so the public could go on there, set up their own causes, obviously pay with their credit and debit cards. That will be turned into our own native CPC coin, and then that will be transferred over and they can turn the CPC coin back into their local currency on the other side. So we're working on that at the moment. The blockchain's fairly new. CryptoPerformance has been around for 1.5 years now, 2 years. CryptoPerformance is an easy way for the crypto newbie to go and buy some Bitcoin or Ethereum using a credit or debit card, but it has evolved now into our own blockchain, which is brand new. The transactions are super fast, under only a few seconds. The transactions fees are tiny, so it's really fast, low transaction fees, and we want to help the charities do this without putting a cost onto the charities at all. So we will be providing that as a service to charities for free. Obviously, it will help our blockchain because it will increase transactions through our own blockchain as well. So that's what we're doing at CryptoPerformance. Do check us out. Do check out the website. The blockchain is now live. We won an award last night, which we're very grateful for. And so we'll be moving forward. So you'll hear a lot about CryptoPerformance in the months and years ahead.
Amazing. So since we don't have a moderator, let me maybe jump in and ask you some questions. Because I'm very interested, you know, I like to see what people do and how they do it, but what's even more interesting is why do you guys do what you do?
Well, I'm doing it because, and I don't mean this to sound funny, but I don't really need to work anymore. I'm sort of retired, so I spend my time looking after my wife. She's been sick for 10 years, so I look after her. And I've got 3 children under 7. So I'm doing this because I know there's a need there. I know there's so much that blockchain can do. Everybody's focused on the price of cryptocurrencies. That's not the story. The story is blockchain. The story is people being able to vote. It's social mobility in Africa. People being able to say, this is my land, and to go and work in the city without coming back and someone else stealing that piece of land. There's so much good stuff that we can do with blockchain that I don't think people have actually got their head around yet. No. So I have the time. I'm here in Malta. The guys from CryptoPerformance are doing this with the right heart. They're not doing it to make money. We know we can make a big impact. So from that side, we're doing it because we want to do it. It's not about a money-making exercise. So we know we're at the start of something. We know that we can make a big impact. So that's why I'm doing it. And I know that's why the rest of the team at CryptoPerformance are doing it as well.
Wow. That's what I like, when people, they take care of their own needs and they start focusing on the needs of other people. That's when beautiful things happen. So what about you, Verlin?
So I think that's what it is. It's really about feeling that need for being human, as being able to take care of your basic essential needs. And when you have filled those needs, there's this need to serve others that you want to do. And it only highlights when you get into a position to wherein you have the ability to do this and you have the resources to do it correctly. So what this does, the technology allows us to put this in a better position, I guess. So there's this need to serve others, number one. And how do you really serve others the correct way, right? We see the problem that exists, and we find a solution to do it better. And if we can do it better, why not, right? So that's basically the reason why we're doing this. There's a need for us to serve others, and as a family office, we understand that it's not just about making money, but it's about leaving that generational imprint or footprint that will leave a legacy to the next generation, to your family.
Yeah, so basically the blockchain gives us as the people, as the donators, more trust, but it also holds the charities more accountable, right? You cannot just, do something with the money and hide it in some management fees, which I really like, because when I was younger, in Germany, there's people on these streets, like from UNICEF or like other big charities, and then they try to sell you like these donation packages where you pay like monthly subscription. And then I was like, but how much goes really to the people? And you look at the numbers, and it's very scary to look at it. So I think together it gives power back to the people. It gives us the opportunity to become better humans as well, because you cannot hide. Everybody thinks like crypto is very anonymous, but it also is very transparent. And if you know how to look at it, you can see a lot of transactions. And yeah, what I'm interested in with you is also what projects do you want to focus on mostly? Like what's the end goal? Like 10 years from now, looking back now to this very moment, what do you want to create?
Well, from a personal point of view, I have 4 children. I'd like my 4 children in 10 years' time to say, my dad's done something good while he's here. I've noticed since I got past 40 years old, I was 44 yesterday, I'm starting to think about death a bit more. So I think what we need to do as CryptoPerformance, we will be looking at where there's need, obviously, in different parts of the world. We have to look at where, if people are paying in Europe, for example, how we can get that turned into CPC, sent over there, and then an easy way for them to get that back into their own currency on the other side. So we'll be led by the suppliers out there. Actually, if there's anybody here who provides payment solutions, global payment solutions from crypto back into fiat, then we'd like to talk to those people as well. So the more avenues we have to go into countries and to get that's where the problem is. The problem is getting it switched back into the local currency on the local banks. So if we can do that, then that will lead us in the beginning. But we have, I have a lot of heart in Tanzania, Kenya, where my wife worked. So I know there's projects there that we definitely want to support out there. So,
love it.
And for us, our initial initiative is really for mothers and children, is to take care of their basic essential needs plus basic medical attention. But we do have other verticals that we're looking into. We're looking into social impact, carbon credits, basically, and also some of our team wants us to look into environmental and animal rescue. So these are the verticals we're looking at, but the priority is mothers and children, because this is where it's all about wealth distribution. So wealth distribution is, there's a huge problem that exists, and also information. So what blockchain does is it does level the playing field for wealth distribution, data, information, and this will help our initiative better. So
Well, it's like what Elon Musk said a few weeks ago. He said, "Give us 6 billion." He said, "Okay, I'll give you 6 billion if you can tell me how it's going to be spent." He nailed it. He absolutely nailed it, and he's right.
Did they ever reply?
Eh?
Did they ever reply?
I don't know if they have replied.
Zero.
But that's right. There's no point in us giving millions and millions for it to disappear into somebody's pocket somewhere, because the whole charity system overseas has turned into a big corrupt business, and that's the truth. So with blockchain, we can fix that. We can take the corruption out of it, and we can get the money. There shouldn't be anybody starving in the world today. There shouldn't be anybody needing water. That's a basic. We need to get rid of that. That's the first thing, that people can eat and have fresh water. That's the base point we start on.
Yes, that's how I see it. I think there's a lot of good people with amazing intentions, and we're in for some amazing changes for the entire world. I see we're already like a little bit over our time, so thank you guys for your attention. Thank you.
Thank
for
you.
Ciao, ciao.